Songwriter.net, thank you.
Chat. What is going on, my friends? How we doing today? How we doing in today? I've been yawning all day, bro. I'm not even tired. And I'm yawning. I'm like not even tired, but I'm yawning. It's one of those days. I hate it. My hair looked chopped. I played some Marvel Rivals a little bit ago. I've been losing almost every single game because of my teammates. Man. What can you do? Heaven with the $2. Start digging in your butt, twin. I don't know if I want to start digging in my butt.
Steve, romantic cat face emoji. Romantic cat face emoji.
Loomis, I'm on your ceiling? Nuh-uh. But turn the music off. I think we all know why we're here. If you don't know, I put a link in my Discord server. This link allowed my viewers to put their most deepest and darkest confessions they have. We don't have 50 confessions. We don't got 100 confessions. We have 348 different confessions, gang. We got a lot. I better see some of the craziest things. I better see some illegal things that y'all have done. I better see the craziest things I've ever seen. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay. Individual. Number 1. Anonymous confessions. When I was in the 4th grade, I threw my homework out the school bus window. So not only did I not do my homework, I also littered. We got a villain, y'all. We got a villain on the loose. We got a villain on the loose, y'all. Tisk tisk. Tisk tisk. I hope you got expelled. 2. Not a big confession, but when I was 13, I stole candy from a Walgreens multiple times that day. And then another day, I stole money from my mom's purse and bought snacks with it. Lied about it in her face, saying I bought it with money I had saved. Dang! To your own mother's face? What kind of what kind of sick individual are you? What kind of sick individual are you? Lying to your own mother's face. Tisk, tisk. How dare you? 3. Hey, so once when I was 9, my cousin came to stay over, right? It was all good and stuff, and then me and him were in the balcony. On the balcony, lock-in. He was around 19 at the time. He then said, let's play a game called Wife and Husbands. And I was like, yeah, sure. Because he said he plays it with all our cousins. So I said, yeah. He then bent me over and went behind me. I felt his dick, but then backed up when he heard footsteps. And it was my brother bringing him water, so no one saw what happened. Then inside, my brother left us both to play video games. And I don't know what I said or something. But then he threatened me to tell my mom about what happened. Me as a kid thought I did something wrong. And I was so scared after that. I only saw him twice. And then I never said hi to him ever again. Oh! Your brother tried to dig in you! You were 9? What? Your own brother? Oh, no, wait, no, not cousin. Your 19-year-old cousin came to you when you were 9 years old and tried digging in you? Oh! 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 Oh my gosh! Yo, he better be locked up. Not something I did, but something a friend did. He was in my class. He was extremely violent and a sociopath, but he somehow cared about me. I got bullied severely, and he got so upset at that. He stabbed a student with a pencil and then stabbed himself with a pair of scissors. Oh my gosh! Oh! He did this in front of the class. He threatened to hurt the other students if they didn't play along. And when the teacher came in, he cried and played victim, saying the bully stabbed him with the scissors, so he stabbed him back with the pencil. The students were terrified and agreed with my friends. The teacher thought they were scared because of the bully. The bully got expelled and my friend received no punishment. We were 7 at the time. P.S. I'm one of your mods. No way! Yo! This is crazy lore! He stabbed himself with scissors? He went... Ah! 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 No way! This is nuts! This is exactly what I wanted to see, chat! Send here. I pooped in my cat's litter box when I was about 6 years old because my older brother was using the toilet and I didn't want to use the other bathroom as it always had spiders. When my mom came home, she immediately smelt poop, and out of the 3 kids, she had knew it was me. When she looked at the litter box, I tried blaming the cat, but sadly she didn't believe me as the turd was about the size of a banana. And she had said it would have killed the cat. This still haunts me to this day when my siblings, as they dangle it over my shoulder. Brother, stanky yeah! Stanky yeah, booty yeah! Stanky crustin' dingleberry booty yeah! Yuck! I goon to you. Okay. Thanks for the confession. I'm flattered. I stole almost $500 from my grandpa when I was younger. He still doesn't know. Oh my gosh! $500? Yo! Y'all crazy! Your poor grandpa, bro. You better pay him back. I used to goon every single day after school to my boyfriend until he blackmailed me. Oh, Okay. I like tickling my dad's toes when he's sleeping. That's just creepy. Like, come on now. Why? That's so disgusting. I goon to old gen barbs. I'm scared. Let me look this up without you guys seeing this. Old gen barbs? What is old gen barbs? I don't even know what that is. I looked it up and it gave me nothing. I used to chase my little brother around with a knife. Oh my goodness. That's actually terrifying. That poor kid. One time when I was 10 years old. Whoa. Stuttered. One time when I was 10 years old, me and my two friends stole $20 out of the jacket from another kid. That kid told the teacher and said it must have been us because he apparently told us that he had money with him. The teacher ended up full on investigating that shit. She had us come to the office one-on-one and full on interrogated us. In the end, we had to write an apology letter to different people and weren't allowed to enter one part of the school anymore. We even almost got expelled from school. And I also shit in a shoe. Okay. 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 One time my sister stole my markers when I was like 10 and I chased her around the house with a knife. She's fine, I swear. What? Is this just like some lore? Is this like just normal? Is this just like a normal thing that happened where like everybody chased their sibling with a knife? Because I didn't do that. That's crazy. I electrocuted myself when I was 7 because I thought I'd be like Danky. Once when I was 12, I was caught gooning. 12? 12? When you were 12? Can you tell Pixel... Shut up, bro. I want to delete you. I got a crush on my female friend, but she already has a boyfriend. I just got to get that out. I'm guessing you are a lesbian. That's okay. I goon to you on character AI. I goon to your feed. Does everyone just goon to me? Does everyone just goon to me? Oh. I dated a guy named Levi for like 3 months. Well, we got YN. I dated a guy named Levi for like 3 months, and the week after the breakup, I learned that he was an 11-year-old girl pretending to be so many people. You got reverse catfished. How do you get reverse catfished? That's crazy. I got pregnant at 14. The baby is due January 6, 2026. Oh my gosh. No way. Y'all are freaka leaks. I fart in class and blame it on my friends. This is in kindergarten behind the bushes at recess, I made out with my now ex-boyfriend. Made out in kindergarten? Ugh. I cheated on my ex because I found out he never actually liked me. Never did it again. I just wanted to do it for revenge. you could have just broken up with them. You didn't have to cheat. You didn't have to cheat, bro. I once beaten my brother up so bad to the point he needed to go to the hospital. He broke my watch. Oh. I don't know if that's justifiable, but all right. When I was a little jit, I kissed my cousin on the lips. She's 4 years younger than me. I'm 19 now. You were a little jit. So I'm going to assume you saying that you were a little jit when you were a little jit. When you were a little jit. So I'm going to guess like, what, you were like 10? So she was 6? Oh. Well, y'all were dumbass kids, bro. You didn't know any better, bro. You're 19 now. You're better than this. You're better than this. You're better than this. You were a little kid, bro. You ain't no better. You ain't no better, bro. Let's give him some grace. He was a little kid, bro. I put stickers on the walls and surfaces of my school, and I write, "Old man Yowie." Teachers know about the person, and they express their frustration a lot. W prank. I was low-key a part of a gang in elementary school, and we beat up this one kid. A part of a gang? In elementary? What? What do you mean you were a part of a gang in elementary? That's not even possible. That's not even possible. When I was younger, I used to sneak in my brother's room and drink a suspicious substance. It was coming, I didn't know. What the? What? What? Yo, these are crazy. These are crazy. These are crazy. These are actually crazy. These are actually insane. These are actually nuts. No. There's no way. What do you mean a suspicious substance? Drink? Were you given top? How are you just drinking buzz? They just just got a bus jar? Oh my gosh, bro. I think I'm going to be sick, bro. I used to hit my old dog with pillows. He's dead now, but he died peacefully. That's nothing crazy. It was just pillows. I got crossfaded at 13. What does crossfaded mean? What does that mean? I don't know what crossfaded means. Oh, you're high and drunk at the same time. At 13? Golly. That's insane. I threw a book at my friend after he threw it at me. He then slammed my mouth on a desk and chipped his tooth. He slammed his mouth? So he just went, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so it's not a fetish, but I love old men, like 70s and 80s. Like, in love with them? Because that is a little strange, bro. Sometimes at school I randomly yelled, "Giggity, giggity, goo!" And one time I just randomly screamed on an airplane when I was 8 because it was too quiet on the plane. I respect you. I respect you. I respect you, bruh. You didn't hesitate. Nothing. A girl essayed my friend, so I made a Guess Who TikTok account about what a slut she is and posted her weed addiction to her parents. Oh, so you got revenge. Oh my. I had the fattest crush on my male social studies teacher who has a fiance and they're getting married in June. If I can stop the wedding before then he'll be mine. Are you You're literally Delulu. You're not getting that. I left my dead cat in my freezer for like 2 years. Ooh. Oh. Oh my. I had a girlfriend, but people called her a Bob, but I didn't listen to them. Oh, a Bop. And I didn't listen to him, but she didn't even love me, and she liked someone else, so she broke up with me and is already dating that person she liked. That sucks, bruh. Sorry. I eat ranch on my chips. That's calm, bruh. I liked my teacher and I had a girlfriend, so when I told my girlfriend I wanted to break up, she was mad. What is with y'all catching feelings for your teacher and, like, breaking up with your significant other for them? They're not getting with you. You're like 14. They is a grown man or woman. Are you for real? There's no way. One time when I was 7, I had my little brother a handful of melatonin gummies, and I told them they were fruit snacks. He was 5. And then he ate them all. When my parents went to wake him up for dinner, he didn't get up. He woke up at like midnight. You made him OD? That's crazy work. Hi, I'm the girl that made you as a wolf. I'm gonna be real, I don't remember. Anyway, so when I was younger, my brother would walk into my room with his dick out and ask questions like, why is the White House white and not pink? And yeah. And another time you heard my parents making out. Bye, Loomis. That's just funny. That's just sibling shit. You just walk in with his dick and be like, why do I have pink and not white? That's just funny. That's just a funny ass sibling moment. That's funny as hell. I walked in on my uncle and my stepdad making out one time when I was... Oh! 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 I accidentally ate paint, glue, dust, a bag, and a coin. Oh, a bug and a coin. Oh, so you're just Clarence. One time to get my sister in trouble, I lied and said she was drinking alcohol and got her in trouble. You're a prick. I suck on my toes. Freaky ass, okay. I may or may not goon to janitor AI Bakugo. Okay. Sometimes whenever I have company over, I go to the kitchen to lick all the spoons. That's about 10 indirect kisses. You're an indirect slut! Ah! That's crazy work. You're nasty, bruh. When I was 7, I was home alone, and being the dumbass I was, I called the police and said my parents abandoned me 2 months of foster homes. Later, my parents got custody of me again. I heart your vids. Wow. I went to my friend's house for their birthday, and they tried to kill their hamster. They got a cup, put the hamster in the cup, put a plate over it, and turned it upside down, watching the bubbles go up. And I told them to stop, so they did. They stopped talking to me. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. I used to goon to Yagami Yato. Those years are behind me now. Oh. When I was 11, I low-key going through a sexual stage, and when I was home alone all the time, I would goon in my mom's bed. Out of all the places you could have done it, in your mother's bed. And you were 11 at the time, too. Y'all, that's, bro. Yuck. One time I was lighting random things on fire, and I may have dropped a paper towel because it got too hot, and I burned a giant hole in my carpet, and I burnt my fingerprints off. Oh! Don't play with fire, chat. Don't play with fire. When I was in the 5th grade, I went to the bathroom, and I heard very strange noises and clapping, and my innocent ass was asking, "Are you guys watching a movie?" And then the 2 people screamed. It was my best friend and the science teacher. Oh! 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 5th grade! 5th grade! What? I fudded my cat and used my goon sauce to dip in my fries. It was pretty good and goon to your at watching your vids. I love them. Bye, Tink. This has to be fake. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I found a blind kitten behind my house and have been keeping it hidden in my room for over a year because my parents don't allow animals. Aw, that's cute. I want to date my homeboy so bad for the second time. Oh. Slide on your homeboy. Ugh. Slide on your homeboy. Ugh. I heard a group of children refer to their biracial friends as... Oh. Ew. I don't know how to draw. I trace everything I draw just because I like the praise I get from it. Okay. One time, I tried to go through my teacher's drawers because... What? Wanted to go through my teacher's drawers because it was rumored she had rose toys in her drawer, and I was going to take a picture to show people, and she walked in on me. So I told her I was just turning something in. She believed me, I think. I never got that picture, and to this day, I'd still not confirmed if she had rose toys in her desk or not. All right. I gooned to BSD fanfics. What is BSD? I'm scared. What is BSD? What is BSD? Oh, it's some sort of weird anime. I used to set an alarm for 3 a.m. and I called it the devil's hour. Then I would watch my parents sleep until it was 6 a.m. Then I would go back to sleep like nothing happened. You're a freaky ass kid. You're crazy. That's insane. What? Evil awe. You're gross. I one time had a dream that I killed my dog, and then a week later, we gave her away. Pretty sure it was to put her down. Aww. Once I ran over my best friend's dog, and because I was planning to get one for myself, I found one that looks exactly like hers, and let her think it was the same one. That was 4 months ago. She still doesn't know. And that was her dog for 8 years. Ah. Me and my cousin used to play house and play dates. Lots of things happened. Ooh, your cousin. I had sex for the first time last Friday. I'm 14. And I hadn't had my period since. I may be fucked because my mom already doesn't like this guy. So if I'm pregnant, I'm just going to kill myself, bro. It low-key, the most best experience of my life, but that ish hurt. Oh, my. Oh, my days. That's not good. That's not good. So this one time I met this guy on Roblox, and I added him on Discord, and we talked for a while, but he kept asking to see my feet for some reason. I don't know why, but he was so weird, and I blocked him, and that's it. Also, I love you and Pixel and Tinky, and y'all are my comfort people. Thank you, bro. That's weird. Y'all got to be careful on Roblox. We already know what's going on with them right now. 69. One time when I was a little kid, my mom was having a baby, and I did not like that. I did not like that. So one night, I was planning to kick her stomach while she was sleeping, and we sleep on the same bed, so it looked like an accident, but I ended up just kicking her leg. Wow. Oh, my days. Pineapple deserves to be on pizza and mushroom shouldn't. I'm about to beat your ass. Because, number one, I agree with the pineapple on pizza. That's delicious. But don't ever diss my goat mushroom on pizza. Mushroom on pizza is yummy. I mess with pineapple on pizza, bruh. Everyone's saying, ew, I used to be in the same boat as you. But I actually gave it a try. That ish is delicious. So good. When I was 11 years old, I'm 14 now, me and my little brother got into a huge fight, and a little bit later, he asked me to make him mac and cheese because he didn't know how to do SHIT. I decided I wanted him dead because of the fight and put dish soap in the boiling water and caught by my mom. I got into a lot of trouble, but worth it. Man, y'all are a bunch of villains! You wanted to kill you? Tried assassinating your own brother over a dumb-ass fight. When I was 11 years old, I'm 14 now. Y'all are so young, dude. I genuinely goon to you, Pixel and Tech. I be using my makeshift vibrator and digging it myself. But anyways, love you guys so much. You're my favorite streamer ever. What is a makeshift vibrator? I'm looking this up without you guys seeing. What is that? What is a makeshift? Is it a homemade one? It's a homemade? Oh! Look at y'all saying please. Bitch, I'm curious. What is a makeshift? I have to know because I'm the one getting gooned to. The fuck? What are you talking about? Y'all saying, oh, no, what the fuck? I'm the victim here! Fuck you, I deserve to know! I got mad at my mom and I peed on her clothes and blamed it on the dog. That's just funny. Back in kindergarten, I was friends with some girl and we were both bored, so we went to the back of the class and kissed during free time. I still don't know if the teacher saw it and I'm still friends with her. You still green though. You still green though. You still green though. You still green though. I would slide, bro. One time when I was little, I was taking a bath with my older brother and I saw something under the water and I started playing with it. Turns out it was his thing. Oh! I thought it was poo! Oh, I thought it was poo! You was playing with his dick? I thought it was poo! I thought it was poo, not dick! Nah. I tried to break my mom and my stepdad up when I was 11 by acting like I caught my stepdad cheating on my mom. That's crazy work. When I was 14, I played on a secret softball team. Oh, a select softball team. My coach raped 2 girls on the team, ages 14 and 16. They were sisters. He was also sleeping with their mom. If you don't believe me, look up South Texas softball coach Jacob. What? What is this lore? What? A 44-year-old former softball coach has been sentenced to 6 years in prison after he was found guilty today of sexually assaulting 2 underage girls from his team. Oh my gosh! That's crazy. Only 6 years? Only 6 years? Only? Bro! That's nuts. This one time, me and my friend were walking home and saw a blind man. So then we walked up to him. He had a great smelling? So he asked, who's there? We said, we're lost. Can you see? We're in the park. Where the park is? Fun fact, we knew he was blind. Oh, so you guys are just jerks. I don't know if I'm going to watch this stream, but my brother used to give my other brother his shit wrapped up in the toilet paper, and my brother would fall for it every time. Sometimes he'd put it down the radiator because he gave it to him. Also, I hope you're having a good day / night and a good stream if you see this. Thanks, bro. Oh. Back in elementary school, I had really bad anger issues, and I don't know how, but this girl and I had this argument over something. Y'all suck at typing. I'm sorry for digging in, y'all. You guys make this so hard to read with the way y'all, like, type shit out. Back in elementary school, I had really bad anger issues, and I don't know how, but this girl and I had this argument over something over something. Put a period. Next thing I know. Next thing I know, I'm sitting in the office for choking her. No joke. I don't really remember doing it. Oh. I'm 16 and pregnant. Why do we got a bunch of teen moms? Why do I have a bunch of... Dude, why do I have a bunch of teen moms in my chat? One time in school, I was trying to get to my classes, and there was a kid who had a broken arm. They would like brag about breaking their arm and say some annoying-ish and stuff. So when they were walking like 0.1 miles per hour, I shoved them out of my way, and they ended up in the hospital because of me. Love you, Loomis. Thank you, bro. When I was young, me and my sister shared a room, and for me to fall asleep, I made my sister rub my back. Don't look at me. Don't look at me after you say that. When I was 6, I used to pee on the floor. I'm my room. Once I was at my friend's house at a sleepover with like 4 of our friends. Wait, is this even the right one? When I was 6, I used to pee on the floor in my room instead of using the bathroom because I was scared to flush the toilet at night. Scared to flush the toilet? Once I was at my friend's house, I had a sleepover with like 4 of my friends. And the friend that was hosting the sleepover told us not to go into her bathroom. But I needed to pee really bad, so I just ended up going because I didn't have because I didn't give it SHIT. But when I walked in, there were shelves of sex toys and dildos. She shared this bathroom with her brother. Anyways, I love your content. Alrighty. Freaky friend. In my school, there's this kid who like smells really bad and thinks we're better than everybody. Newsflash, he's not. So whenever he's like near me, I always spray my perfume to shoo him away. But hey, at least he smells slightly better. My stepbrother attempted to grape me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. One time when I was like 6, I was living with my grandparents at the time, and they had like a play set, so I'd play out there all the time. And one time I was out there by myself, and their neighbors that lived behind them were having like a party type thing outside in their backyard, and I would hide behind the tree and watch them whenever, for whatever reason. And I'd pretend I was the lost child and just spy on them. I was an interesting child. I see. I was talking to my friends, and according to him, he successfully gave himself top. What the fuck? How is that even possible? How is that possible? What? When I was 9, I told my family that I was going to make a pajama out of their skin for no reason, and that I had an eyeball collection. Whatever, bruh. One time I was laying down with my mom and on her bed watching TV, and my arm was like resting under her pillows, and I felt something. So after like 5 minutes, I got up and went to the bathroom, and I pulled the thing out, and I can't exactly remember what it was, but I'm 99.9% sure it was a dildo. Oh. My wildest confession is probably I gooned while I was watching someone on YouTube. That's light compared, if that's your craziest confession ever, that's light. There was this really homophobic dude in my school, and my parents were as well. So I'm basically surrounded by homophobia. One time I was so pissed I punched the dude at my school, and I almost broke his tooth. Oh, I see. I hid everything from my family, and I trust and I like my friends more than my fam. Oh, okay. My friend is obsessed with character AI and loves doing veiny de. Loves doing veiny de. And also she keeps flashing us and once sent the group chat of her naked. So your friend is a gooner. One time I pissed in my sister's shampoo bottle because she kicked my dog. Oh my gosh. When I was in school, I smelled period blood, and I looked over to my friend, and she was fingering herself. And her fingers were full of... Dude, that is so nasty. Ugh. When I was 6, let me take these glasses off. When I was 9, my step-cousin showed me anime segs and tried to do the same thing to me, but I kicked him in the balls and ran to my father. He's no longer allowed 5 miles near me. Oh, yuck. So, one day when I was on my period, and I was so curious to see how period blood tastes, so I tried to drink period blood, and it was so horrible. I guess you were curious. Oh. One time when I was younger, around 10 or 13, my auntie caught me watching The Hub, and I got my ass beat, but I didn't care, so I started to watch it in front of my parents, and they sent me to private school to get rid of those nasty thoughts, but I secretly brought my phone to keep watching it. Y'all need to start putting periods in your ish, bruh. My teacher caught me once, and he said if I show him, he'll let me go. So I did, and we started to kiss, but we got caught, and he was arrested. What is with these teachers being freaky? What is with these teachers being freaky? When I was about 5 or 6, me and my friends wanted to prank our parents. When their mom came to pick them up, we decided we would run to their house. We lived on the same block. And hid in their backyard, and after a while, our parents started to look for us, and then the entire block was looking for us, and they almost called the police. My dad found us and cursed me out. Love your vids. Thank you. I've been dating my girlfriend for 3 years, and now we have been effing her fine-eyed dad the entire time. So, let me get this straight. You've been dating somebody for 3 years, and on the side, you frickin' their dad? That's insane. A week after I had gotten in my driver's license, I backed up into a dog that I didn't see coming, and this little girl ran out screaming because it was her dog, and I felt bad, but I just drove away. The dog shouldn't have been in the street anyway. Oh. My stepdad touched me when I was 9. What? Dude, humans are so, horny. It's scares me. One time, this autistic kid walked to the back of the classroom and grabbed scissors and walked back up to his seat. Well, he kept looking at me. So I looked back at him, and he kind of made a face at him because, who are you looking at, right? The way y'all type makes me mad. Well, I turned to my best friend, and I was like, he's going to run at us with them scissors. And I think he had overheard us, and he ran full speed at us, opening and closing them. He never screamed louder, and my BSF jumped in my lap, and he didn't get in trouble because he wanted to cut my hair. Oh. One time I was staying at my friend's house, and the only bathroom in the house was in her parents' room. It was really late at night, and I had to pee really bad, and I didn't want to go in her room, parents' room, because I thought that was weird, and I literally had to pee myself. So, where is the last period? This is the only period. This is the only period. It's starting to PMO. One time I fell out of my window on accident. I was sitting on the windowsill, stupid AF, I know, and broke my toe. I didn't tell my mom until it was 2 weeks later when my toe turned completely black and blue. I see. See, this is better because I knew where I could stop and everything. When I was younger, I got this Edward Cullen Twilight doll. It was super cool, my favorite toy of mine. I loved it so much. And this girl from school stole it from me when I brought it for show and tell. Sadly, I never got it back. So 3 years later, when I saw the same girl at the pool, I swam over to her and shoved her under the water and fought her, and then went and bought a hot dog from the concessions as a treat for myself. Oh, so you attempted murder over a doll. One time when I was 4, me and my mom were standing by a lady, and when my mom looked away, I screamed, and my mom started yelling and fighting the lady, and to this day, she doesn't know I screamed for no reason. I feel so bad now, though. Oh, my.
I was a freshman, so this was like 5 years ago. And I have like textured, thick, wavy hair and wasn't popular or whatever. And this popular girl who genuinely looked up to complimented my hair and said she wished her hair was like mine. And this is how the conversation freaking went. Jade, is that your natural hair? I love it. My hair is so thin and straight. I wish I had hairs like yours. Aw, thanks. Don't worry. My dad is bald, so I'll probably be bald too. So when I lose my hair, I'll give it to you. I replied with, anyways, love your videos. You're so sick.
Oh, so just a very awkward situation. Oh. Oh, by the way, my brother would always have the so-called substance in his closet. Alcohol? Me and my grandma sleep together. Ooh. Back when I was around the 4th grade, there was this kid who I had a love/hate relationship with him. And what I mean was that I had a fat crush on him, but I hated his guts. So one day I confessed my love to him, and well, he rejected me, so I kicked him in the face and broke his nose. And the thing is, I didn't get in trouble whatsoever. Oh! I named all the socks in my drawer, and they have personalities. The left ones are mischievous, the right ones are anxious. I see.
When I was in the 1st grade, I watched my gym teacher show cheeks trying to show us a demonstration.
Oh. This one is going to be quite a long one, so grab some popcorn. Y'all heard him. Grab some popcorn. Basically, when I was in the 5th grade, there was this guy, my friend dated. Let's call him Paper. Paper had cheated on my friend for another girl, and Paper ended up cheating on her too. So basically, me, my friend, and the girl Paper cheated on decided that we were going to tell him to kill himself. Kill yourself, because we thought it would be funny. So he did. Let's just say he tried to. But wait, yesterday, someone added him to a group chat, and I am now scared to talk to him. Anyways, that's my confession. Love you. That's why we can't say go kill yourself, bruh. We can't be saying that ish. It's messed up. People will actually try. Master Chief numbers. I sent a 3-minute voice note ranting about someone. To the actual person I was ranting about, they threatened to jump me. Oh, that's light. When I was 14, I was in my German class. My teacher was super strict, so I low-key put soap on her chair, ruined all the chalk, put glue on the door handle. Of course, my friends helped me with it. She fell for all the traps, and she got so mad that she screamed and went to the principal. Because they didn't have evidence on who might did it, they couldn't do anything against us. They still don't know who did it. Okay, Miss Prankster. One time I stole my ex-best friend's cat for a week because she tried to frick my boyfriend. Oh. Eternal Suckers is on my Me and My Man's Freaky playlist. Oh. My brother used to goon to the dog. In the dog! Your brother used to goon in the dog? No! No! No. I was around 6. I had my mom's car keys after I lost it in the backyard, and the crazy part is we moved that day too. You're probably 6 years old. This is awful. Terrible. I've eaten cat food, cat/dog treats, Windex, and Tide Pods. Yes, the Tide Pod change. Challenge, you mean? Anyways. Car washing soap, Play-Doh, my blood, my friend's blood, a spoonful of cinnamon. Yes, again, the TT challenge. Toilet water, and after, like, you clean it with the stick thing, and it's blue grass. It's blue. Grass, a multitude of plants and dirt. You just love eating shit. You just love eating stuff. I blackmailed my friends into giving me to pay for their birthday present. They still don't know till this day. Hee hee. When I played football, I shat my pants and needed to go home, so I left and came back. Oh.
I've cleared 3 big bags of Takis before myself.
Also, the day I was getting sent out the mental hospital, we had, I think, ice cream, and I sharpened the stick, and since the camera had a blind spot, they didn't see. Oh. This took place back in Mexico, but when I was in middle school, we had this new girl in the school, and she had a big booty, and I thought she was wearing butt pads, so me and my friend circled around her, and I went up behind her and lifted up her skirt. We're friends now. W friendship origin? What the frick? So I had a friend named Mara, and we were like best friends, and she asked me to be her girlfriend. I wasn't lesbian, bi, or anything, and I didn't really want to date her, but I didn't want to hurt her feelings. So I said yes. And yeah, that happened for a week, and then 2 weeks later, she asked if I actually loved her, so I lied and I said yes, but then she broke up with me a week later. I found out it was a friendship test, and she's been hating me ever since. I almost kissed my teacher. Oh my gosh. I used to eat rocks as a child. I used to eat wood chips, bruh. It's fine. Hi, Loomis. Okay, so like one time when I was about 7 years old, my younger brother was 5 at the time, and we both got in trouble because he started irritating me, and I have a short temper, so I got upset too. Hence why we're both in trouble. Him and I were bickering back and forth before I got physical and started hitting each other. And me, being the strong older sister, had punched him directly in the mouth. He began to wail and cry, of course, but when his mouth opened, a singular tooth was missing. I panicked, not thinking this would happen, and hurried to help him clean the blood eerily gushing from his mouth. He remembers this vividly, and is still traumatized to this day. Whoever typed this out, kudos, bro. This was easy to read. This was easy to read. Thank you. This was proper. I like that. Also, I kind of think my friend's man is kind of cute. Oh. Okay. One time I tried to scared. Okay. First off, that's scare. One time I tried to scare my mom and my stepdad by hiding in the room and jumping out at night when I was little, and they started freaking. I also wet the bed once and pissed myself. I'm 13. Okay.
When I was about 12 or so, P.S. I'm now 17, my stepdad was heavily drinking on my cousin's birthday, and he tried to drive me home and ran over my cousin's dog. For some damn reason, my stepdad left the door open. He proceeded to grab a shovel from the trunk. I don't even know why he had one there. He gave me the shovel and told me to bury the dog. I never said anything until now.
Oh, wow.
When I was a kid, I was playing Minecraft with my best friend on the dad's computer. I had made a horrible mistake of clicking the wrong button, and 9-year-old me saw a moment during the slurp. Back when I was about 6, I had a pet goldfish, but it technically wasn't mine. It was my brother's. So one day I put that fish in a glass of water and drank that.
Bleh. You drank a goldfish? Ooh. Ooh, what the heck? Gross.
One time my cousin made me go up to...
I love doing the Quandale Dingle voice.
One time my cousin made me go up to our car garage and then SA'd me. But he heard my mom, so he grabbed a beer can and started kicking it and told my mom we were playing kick so I told her what happened and his dad beat the SHAT out of him and also my teacher and she called the cops. Oops, I was 13. He was 13, I was 4. Oh! I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not even, tired. I was in pre-K, and I decided to show my friends something cool. I ended up going on all fours and running around, but then I thought it would be cool if I did something else. So then I lifted my legs up and started pissing on the wall. You're in pre-K. You didn't know. In grade 5, I was 10 around that time. My best friend came out as bisexual. Then, in the same moment, she said she had a crush on me. She skipped my sister and our other best friend. Huge red flag, by the way. So little me, I thought, no biggie, that's okay. She would always be so clingy and try and act all cute when boys were around. And yeah, I guess we kind of liked each other, but I never really did. Then one day, she says, I never really liked you. I was just trying to cover up the fact that I liked a boy. Oh. I put my hamster in my closet and forgot about him for 2 weeks, and then when I found him, I didn't cry. Oh. I love you too, bro. Oh! Oh my gosh! I accidentally killed my best friend when I was little. When I was in preschool, I had a friend. I'll call her S. We were walking home, mind you. Our preschool was across the street from the apartments we lived in, which was behind a shady gas station. So we walk home, and it's time to cross the street home. And I'm playing with her, and I jokingly push her after she made a dad joke. I didn't notice there was a car coming. I was just trying to make it across the street before she got hit. Her parents were devastated, and I was low-key depressed because I was the only one who knew what happened to S. Of course, the police were called, and me, being 4 or 5 years old, they had found my handprints. But I had said I was just holding her back, and she had gotten hit when we were separated. I was scared to tell anyone, being a kid. I thought I would go to jail for the rest of my life. I still had her sweater she gave me before then, and I used to wear it in middle school because she was my best friend, and her absence took away a part of me. But I threw it away maybe 2 years ago. It feels good to let this off of my chest finally. Oh my gosh, dude. Bro. I am so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry, bruh. I'm so sorry, bruh. That's devastating. Bruh, you were just a kid, bro. That's insane. Rest in peace to your friend, bro. That's so sad. Oh my gosh. I told my friends that Loomis was my favorite YouTuber, and they smacked me for it. Okay. A couple years ago, I was a minor, and I met a guy on Fortnite that was around 24 or 25. We started talking, and he got real sexual. Note, I didn't tell him my age. And he kept asking me to send me my number in my Discord. So I did. And as soon as I sent him my Discord, he called me, and I immediately saw him stroking that ish. No introduction, no greeting. Just straight ding-a-ling. He didn't know. Okay, don't get me wrong. What he did was absolutely wrong. And, if you eventually told him your age and he kept going, he needed to be like, ugh, yuck. You didn't tell him your age, though. Mind you, what he did was still wrong. But he still, who just does that? Ugh.
Ugh. It's disgusting.
When I was 7, I pushed my brother down the stairs. Twice trying to break his nose. And at 10, I made him sit on glass so he would have to get stitches. I'm a good sister. Oh. I let out the stinkiest fart ever. Moved spots and blamed it on my friend. And no one even knows it was me. I cracked my homegirl whilst my girlfriend was in the same house.
Oh! Your homegirl? Okay, so I have a couple. Number one, I have been having identity problems in Jesus. I think about how long until I actually kill every single person in my classes because they just can't shut up. I play VR chat every day, and last but not least, I only date online. Love you, Loomis.
Thanks, man. And you know that short backflip stream Tinky did where he had pixel arched up? I got a little moist.
Don't say it like moist. That's disgusting. Don't say moist. Are you for real? Don't ever say moist. That's so nasty. Well, my hair kind of look like Grimjow. Stop that. While we were on the highway, my mom's car started to smoke and throttle. Smoke and throttle wasn't working. Me being the genius daughter of hers told her to pull over, but also being the stupid son, being the genius daughter, but also being the stupid son I knew not to turn off the engine because the head gasket would blow. But I did it anyways no matter what. So are you a guy or a girl? I don't know.
When I was 14 or 15, me and my siblings would steal from the dollar store every other day for some food. I didn't think it's my craziest confession, but we had barely any food and started it before I thought it was a good idea for us to leave a day. Shrug emoji. Oh, and I guess another confession is that I turned my ex's friends against him, and even if they would still hang out, they would get on his ass for the bare minimum. I don't know what else I could do to a guy who cheated on me with a freshman, and we were seniors last year. I know, lame, right, chat? Anyways, love you, Loomis. Love you too, bro. I gooned a porn ASMR of characters in my room that a share with my grandma. She hasn't caught me yet, but I'm not going to risk it. Ugh. I'm submitting another one because I really want to. Basically, in the 5th grade in PE, we were doing a jump rope contest. This specific day, I was wearing pants that I didn't fit me too well. Keep in mind, I was pretty good at jump roping and I wanted to win because if you did, you got to get a prize out of the treasure chest. I was in 3rd place and my pants started falling, but I was determined to win. And also, there was this girl I didn't want her to win. Anyways, I kept jumping and my pants kept falling down and they ended up falling. And I lost. And the girl I didn't want her to win won. Yes, I'm still mad about this after like 4 years. When I was a tad bit younger, I used to collect like cicada skins when I was about cicada. Oh, cicada. Oh, like the bug. I used to collect like cicada skins when it was around that time and kept them in a cup. I dare my friends to eat it or just throw one at them. Sometimes I'd hide it around my own apartment because I thought it was hilarious. When my parents found out, I got the worst beating of my life. I at my girl's house, but I didn't want to flush, so I picked it up and threw it at the neighbor's house. What? Ugh. Oh, and Loomis, I did this TikTok where, you know that walk like Ronald TikTok you did where the black beater and hat on? I green screened you behind me and threw it back on you. What?
gosh! There's no way! No way. There's no way. When I was 10, I put my mom in debt by buying things, and she still doesn't know it was me. When I was like 6 or 7, don't do it. Me and my stepsister, we're both girls, used to play doctor and make pics with my play camera of our operations and stuff, but then we started operating our... Her dad found out and I never got my camera back. Oh. I touch myself in rooms with other people and while on the phone with others. Oh. In 8th grade, I dated a drug dealer and ended up getting addicted to Molly, Xanax, and weed. I would deadass go to school every day crossfaded and ended up cheating on me. Oh, he ended up cheating on me and I overdosed and spend like a month in the hospital. I then still continued doing drugs and my parents would literally send my ass to rehab and I just never took it seriously. My wake-up call was when I overheard my mom crying, missing her little girl. I'm a junior in high school and now I'm 1 month clean. I relapsed like 15 times. Oh my gosh, bruh. So I was really good friends with this one person, but then I accidentally cut their hair and they kept doing horrible things to me, so I just killed their dog. Dude. Oh my gosh. I vaped in front of the teachers and they didn't say anything. Bro, that poor dog, dude. What on earth? One time, like 9 years ago, I was at a lake with my friends and the girl that owned the lake house, let's call her M. So she told me and my friends, H and C, that we would go swimming. So we did, and mid-swimming, M said she had to go to the bathroom. So we were like, oh, okay, and me, H, and C were climbing out of the lake, and M said no, she was going to do it in the lake. I kid you not, she pooped in the lake. Then H and C pushed me onto M's turd. I'm no longer friends with them. But anyways, love you and love your vids. I'm so sorry. That sucks. One of my exes effed a dog. I literally saw the effing video. Bro. Nah. Once I ate the stuffing out of a pillow when I was 5 because my older sister told me it was cotton candy. When I went over to my friend's house, we were like 12 at the time, and her neighborhood was really shady. And we went on a walk, and we walked to race because I had insisted I was faster. So when we were running, she fell behind. She was slower than me. And had some grown man, around the age 30 or something, grabbed and tried to take her. But as soon as I heard her scream, I stopped. When I saw the man trying to take my friend, I ran back and not only pepper sprayed him, but tased him and notified 911 on my Invisaware. What? Invisaware? What is that? Are you Tony Stark? But W friend. Hey, Loomis. One time I was snooping in my mom's room and found something she had taken from me a while ago. She was at work. She had came home earlier than expected and knew I couldn't get out of the room without her catching me, so I hid under her bed. When she walked in and noticed a man, I noticed a man with her, but I couldn't see who from my angle. Anyways, they decided to have sex while I was still under the bed. When they were done, they decided to go for round 2 in the shower, and I could finally see who my man was having sex with. Turns out it was a married uncle. My mother's adopted brother. When they were finally in the shower, I was able to get out of the room without getting caught. It's been a year since then, and I haven't told anyone because I worry it will ruin my family. Any advice? I don't know what I would do, honestly. That's really scary. I'm sorry. Yeah, I would, if anything, I would just tell them. I cheated on my ex because he cheated on me with 5 other B words. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, this was quite a few months ago, but I was engaging in activities I shouldn't have been engaging in, smoking. And my brother, he's insane by the way, straight tattled to my mom that I was hiding vapes and weed in my room, only the vape I'm guilty for, and made a whole big deal out of my mom. Big deal with my mom about it, and low-key, she didn't even believe him because I always made myself look like a good kid. But what's funny though is my mom was telling me about that after I just got back from hanging out with my friends, and I was literally high as shit in front of her. I still don't think she knows to this day, or maybe she does. I don't know, twin. Oh. Me and my cousin watched Corn together on my uncle's phone, so it seemed like he did it and my aunt found out, and they had a massive argument. They nearly split up. Oh. I tried to suck my dad's dick. I'm blackmailing my dad into giving me money because he's cheating on my mom. I already told my mom I'm just making him empty his bank account. I don't play about my mama. I like that. Hi, Loomis. I'm probably going to miss the stream because at the time it's night for me, so I hope I get in the video. Love your streams. When I was in kindergarten, I used to put my boogers on the wall near my bed. In 5th grade, I used to call my friends Baka and act like the main character. I'm still recovering from that. Okay. Okay, so boom. One time my cousins and I, not like that, okay, just listen. We got into a bad argument in normality. I didn't think you and your cousin were doing something. Anyways, I don't like to argue with her because she's my favorite person like in the world, and we were mad at each other, so I walked out of the room, and then I heard her say something slick under her breath, so I busted back in the room and beat her and my other cousin had to pull us apart, and I just felt so bad because it was when I say I beat the shit out of her, she was bleeding like crazy. Her nose was effed, but long story short, we made up and we're moving in together after next year. Oh, let's go. I'm so sorry about that little tussle. One time me and my cousin wanted to take one of his stepmother's vapes, and when we were looking, we accidentally found her sex toys. Sorry about that. Me and my college professor were low-key sneaky linking around my entire time in college, but I didn't know he was married until his wife texted me from his phone asking me who I was. I blocked his number, and like a year after I graduated, he texted me off of Facebook asking me if I wanted to link. So obviously I pulled up and he was there waiting and ready, so we did what we needed to do. But I thought of him and his wife had discovered by this time because of his relationship status on Facebook said single. But she literally showed up while I was in his shower with bags of groceries. She cussed him out while I was soapy as hell and still in the gosh darn shower. Then she walked in the bathroom, pulled me out of the shower, and kicked me out. She threw my clothes at me and called me names before shutting the door on me. I basically ran to my car still naked and tried to dry myself off with my clothes instead of putting them back on. More of the story, don't hook up with your professor. Oh, he said single too? Ugh. I gave my man head in the back of his mom's truck while she was driving. She thought I was sleeping in his lap. Okay. Did what you had to do. I helped my friend do a one-night stand at 13. When she got caught, we convinced her family that her sister's boyfriend raped her. Oh. I once made my brother choke on a meatball. A met ball. I was like 7 at the time and he broke my toy, so I felt like I had a valid reason to do that. I got freaky with a younger person. Not like predator range, but both of us were minors. Okay. When me and my brother were kids, around 6 and 3, we would touch tongues. Oh. My favorite Yakuza game is... I was dating a guy and found out he was a DL and trans. He was a girl but didn't tell me. Oh. I was curious what my brother's tongue tasted like, so when I was young, we started licking tongues. What the frick? In high school, I lost my V card to my man in the back of his truck. He was 18, I was 16. I'm now 18, he's 20, and away at boot camp. Oh! I told the cops at my house with sarcasm, no, I didn't know the camera was there. And he genuinely thought I was being for real. This man was like, I knew he touched her, this camera. She didn't know about. Proved it. What? Oh, wow. So I'm not going to read this. Right? Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we are going to do.
I'm a sophomore now, but in my freshman year, I had two friends, who we'll call Erica and Anne. I had started playing a Sonic X game with my other friend Sarah, and this angered Erica for some reason. Sarah and I would hang out pretty much every day at lunch because Erica went out with Anne at lunch to drink beer and smoke, while my other friend Riley would go with her boyfriend around the school. Yeah, and keep in mind that both of my friends, Erica and Anne, were dating. Erica texted me one day talking apps some, get off that Sonic game and talk to the people that actually love you, and I was confuzzled and immediately thought it was a joke, so I said, well, I was minding business until you rudely interrupted me sighh, and she started going off how she felt left out while she went out to smoke and drink at lunch illegally. Like, come on now. Anyways, Erica told me to apologize to her or we couldn't be friends anymore, and I just blocked her. Later in the week, Anne in my science period came up to me and said, your guy's argument is stupid, I get both sides. I'll ask her to apologize first, and you know what happens later that day. Me and Sarah were walking through the hall past Anne to one of our blocks and forgot to wave at Anne, and at lunch, Anne comes up to us. I didn't notice, but she was yelling at Sarah. And Riley runs up to me and says, you need to go. Take Sarah and run, Anne is gonna jump you. And I turn around to see Anne screaming at Sarah, and she turns to me and yells, you called me a lesbian. When I literally didn't, but even if I did, how is that offensive? You should be embracing your sexuality. She's lit dating a girl? WTV. Then she screams ab leaving our cult, or whatever, and we thought they were gonna jump us father after that, so we trained literally all night on the weekend and survived. Never got jumped BC, they're scared apparently, but God bless them.
I'm so glad I didn't read that, bruh. So glad I didn't read that. We all goon to you. JK. Anyways, one time when I was like 7, I had been playing with Barbie dolls and I made them kiss, fuck, and stuff, but I never had a Ken doll, so it was like white Barbie and this black one and scissoring. Oh. Hi, Loomis Yap session. So, yep, nope. Nope. Nope.
Hi, Loomis Yap session. So my cousin Nina dated this crazy ass guy named Muhammad Wright, and my bestest friend of 9 years now, his name is Randall, used to wave at her in the hallways and stuff, and I guess Nina told Muhammad. And he knows that Randall is my friend, so he started asking about him, and I was telling him, and I told him that Randall's full name was Randall James Gloves, and he said he was gonna give me $100 a week and stuff, and I told him where Randall lived, and I was on the phone with him, and Muhammad told me to give him my phone, so I didn't. He started cussing Randall out and saying that he was gonna get all his senior friends to jump him, and Randall said he was gonna shoot them, and I tried to get my phone back from Muhammad and he said he was gonna kick me in my leg. I tried so I didn't, and Randall hung up and he got Randall's phone number and started threatening him and stuff. Randall already knew I did it and Muhammad gave me $1 for it, and I felt bad, so I told Randall it was me, and he was mad and he said if I gave him food he'd forgive me, so I did and we're still friends. Yes, bye Lumas.
Thanks, bro, for that confession. I don't know what happened. Oh my gosh! Oh man. I think I'm only gonna go to 200. I'm starting to get gassed. I'm starting to get gassed, chat. I'm starting to get gassed. I'm starting to get gassed. I'm starting to get gassed.
When I was like 10 years old or so, I was at my best friend's house. Me and her are both girls, reminder.
Okay.
We would normally just draw, chat, and normal kid type. When she excused herself to the bathroom, I have so many impulsive thoughts while looking around her room, noticing stuff I've never seen before. I caught my eye on a stuffed animal. It was so cute. I instantly snatched it, and when I arrived home I remember I just stole a stuffed animal from my best friend, reminder it was her favorite at the time. What did I do? Did I give it back to her? Hell nah. I destroyed that shit, thinking she would never find it. I tore it apart, burned its legs, maybe starting a small fire.
Oh wow.
And I ended up with having that crusty burned up stuffed animal in my school bag for months. Until my parents found it. I just blamed it on my brother. Even though there was burn marks all over my room because I started the small fire on the stuffed animal inside my room. And my best friend still didn't know I took it, but she did notice it was gone. And searched for it everywhere. Eventually she asked me if I had seen it. Of course I said no. But her parents suspected me. 'Cause they didn't like me at all. There were Karens fr. Lame story. By the way, awesome Lumas.
Thanks for calling me awesome, bruh. Thank you for your submission. When I was at my dad's house, I hated my half-sister. Was about a put 3. And she was annoying me, so I pushed her into a massive ant pile. Oh. Junior year of high school, I wore a maid dress to school with cat ears, and I was dared by my group of friends to act like a cat maid for someone. And I did the dare when they told me to meow for them. And I did, and when they told me to sat on their lap, I did. So, what are your thoughts on that? By the way, I'm 20 now. I'm not friends with any of them anymore. That's cringy as hell. I don't know why you would do that in school. That's crazy work. That's cringy. That's nuts. You do you, but ugh. Whatever, bro. A few years back, me and my roommates went on a road trip, and we stopped at the gas station on the way there to refuel and to get snacks on the road so we survive the munchies. These idiots thought it would be so funny to move my car to a different spot. Well, turns out a car identical to mine parked in the same spot mine was before the dip SHITs moved it. So I got in the car that was not mine, and I was like, oh my MG, where are those bastards? And the owner opened the door to find me sitting in the driver's seat. When I tell you we had such an R-wards eye contact for a few seconds before I ran out and found my own car. Never left the keys in my car with my roommates ever again after that because it was so embarrassing. My mom cooked my hamster into a pot roast and I ate him. Nah. I tried sucking my dad's dick at 6 years old when everyone was asleep. What the that is so nasty. What the hell? Once me and my friend broke into someone's house because we were being big backs and wanted snacks. We didn't know there was somebody home, and an old man in underwear ran at us with a gun. I'm still recovering from that. So you broke in! You broke an ettery. Wow. Pretty What is this? Why is there an email? Why did they send their email? What the frick? One time I was super bored and ate my cat's fur ball and tried their cat food. Low-key not bad. I have a room covered of pictures of you and I kiss them all goodnight every time. Thanks for the love and support, man. Thank you. I rub my nuts on ice cubes, but the ice cubes in my mouth then back into the freezer. What? I'm a host at Chili's. Me and my one friend of the line Cooks are on the DL. What is DL? What does that mean? I'm 17, he's 20. What does DL mean? Chat, what does DL mean? Oh, on the down low. My brother used to tickle me in a NSFW way when we were younger. He's 18, turning 19 now, and we haven't talked about it since. It's been like 7 years. Oh. At my old school, there was poop on the floor in the restroom. I went to my teacher and told her. She said to follow her to the bathroom, but the stall had someone in there. So we went outside the bathroom and waited for the girl to come out. The girl who came out was the girl with special needs. So we went inside the stall and there was blood in the toilet poop. From the toilet smeared on the toilet seat and poop all over the walls. Turns out she shat on the floor and played in it. Oh, okay. I have been gooning since like 11. Oh. When I was younger, I stole 2 gift cards from a craft store and didn't get caught till I showed them to my mom. And she dragged me into the store and made me return them. I was nearly submitted into a mental hospital because I told my siblings I was going to kill them in their sleep. Weird! I wonder why! I wonder why, bro. Hold on, chat. I think I want to end it, but if you want your submission read right now, just tell me what number yours is. Tell me what number yours is. $3.54. I tried my first cigarette when I was 12. I got addicted, but I quit. A few months later, my friend gave me her muha and smoked it a bit, but I never got addicted. Hashtag survivor. It's the last one. Hi, I had my period in class and I crashed out. Oh, I think it's this one. Basically, to sum it up, my dad found this girl named Christine and started dating her. Christine had 2 kids, one named Ben and one named Lisa. Ben and my sister had a crush on each other, so when my sister suggested we play family, it was too awkward for my sister to play the mom. So she made me be the mom. Ben made me lay down and began caressing and groped me while kissing my cheek. I was 6, he was 8, but seriously, I love you so much, God bless. What the, what? 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 400. So FYI, the confession about making out with the plushie, watching porn in class with my friend, and about the ex situationship, yeah, all one person. Also, the friend was also the ex situationship. Also, love you, Loomis. Hopefully you get this. Thank you, bro. I watched my friend get stabbed 36 times in front of me. He died in my arms while crying that he didn't want to leave me. It happened last year in April, and I feel so guilty for not being able to save him. We found out that same day his boyfriend was cheating on him with one of our friends. Was this on the news? Was this on the news? Hold on. 411. Me and my brother were getting our freak on. I was younger and I didn't know what was happening, and he pissed in my mouth. What? Oh my gosh! 407. A family member essayed me, a young child. They are getting married towards the end of the year, and I don't know if I want to take it to the grave or shatter my entire family in his fiance's image of him. That so much just happened just now. So I convinced myself I had a crush on this girl, and now she thinks I'm bisexual. Both girls, and I'm probably pan, so she's not wrong. Okay. 416. So to sum it up, my boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend, cheated on me with my sister, so to get back at him, I slept with his mother. What? Man. Hold on, somebody's calling me. One second. One second. It was just my mother. Anyways, y'all, I'm tired. I did a lot of reading. Ugh. I'm tired, y'all. I'm a head out. I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for showing up. We had a consistent 146 viewers. I really appreciate it. Y'all are the GOATs. Y'all are the best. Lord Jesus, I pray that anybody out there dealing with grief, anybody out there dealing with sorrow and pain, that you give them peace, that you show them love and compassion. That, Lord, anybody that has done bad things or has had bad things happen to them, I pray for both ends of the party that they will all find you, that we can all be that we can all be brought to you, that we can all be holy again, that we can all be pure again in this world of hatred. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will talk to y'all later. And remember, oh wait, did I say amen? Amen. But remember, keep your dreams eternal. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Peace.